Okay, you have been sucked into the black dimension. This is Kev, and long live the habitual line steppers. We are here to discuss the Disney Plus series, Marvel series, also Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Very good series. When it aired, it was a weekly episodic uh, show, and one thing I do like about these Disney Plus series is the fact that they are on big budget, so they look like mini movies. And you saw that with the Mandalorian and WandaVision, that they're willing to put a lot of money into making sure that this goes right along with the next continuity of Marvel Cinematic Universe films. Okay, guys, uh, introduce yourselves and give us your thoughts on the topic.
So this is Donnie. You know what I'm saying? I'm the legendary Donnie. I just want to scream. I got DMX playing in the background here. And yeah. Oh wait, that's a different song. But anyway, yeah, it's legendary Donnie. You check me out. YAS4W. I have great reviews and I'm always accurate when I make predictions. That's right.
All right, YAS4W Donnie. And we also have the Roger Report as well. Uh,
What's up, folks? This is the Roger Report. Welcome to the show. You've now been pulled into the Black Dimension, and you have the greatest host in all of social media right here, the Habitual Line Steppers. So check us out. Let's get into it. But real talk, I think this was a great pickup on what's been going on. It's a great evolution to the character, in my opinion. They moving in a great direction, if you ask me. There's enough sure things, yet enough in question, all at the same time.
yeah. What I'm wondering is how his character evolution as it pertains to the films. Because what these series do, it allows even more character development instead of just waiting for films to come out. So they got his transition from Falcon to Captain America already done. You don't have to see that in a movie,
Sir,
which is
sir, I just want to add, it's Black Falcon.
oh, Black Falcon.
Is it the Black Falcon now? Is that what it is?
That's what they said during the TV show. That's what I'm going with. It's the Black Falcon.
Yeah.
Would this be the Black Captain America then?
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
Captain Negro, if you must ask.
Okay. All right. So it's a little bit to unpack here. Number one, at the beginning of the series, Sam Wilson basically it being Captain America was a huge thing, and it's really different for a black man here in America. Seeing what America has been to the black man, and to take up the mantle of Captain America would cause some conflict. So at the beginning, Sam basically just gave up the shield, say put it on display right here, and that we'll just leave Captain America with Steve Rogers. But of course, the government had different plans, as you saw by the end of the first episode. Um, they decided to move forward with choosing a Captain America, and that caused a little friction between Bucky and Sam, which also contributed to their buddy dynamic as well, which was quite entertaining to observe. But what this series did, it gave a lot of attention to some very realistic and heartfelt issues, especially for myself as a black man watching the series itself. Seeing that 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 also come out with the character of Isaiah Bradley as well, which was very heavy, by the way. Donnie, would you, me and you talked about this before. I would like for you to expand on Isaiah Bradley.
Oh, secret agent nigga.
Yeah,
So they realistically in the universe they did him quite dirty. They did him quite horrible, right? If you're talking about the secret soldier program, he was the test agent in the vein of the Tuskegee Airmen, right? He was somebody that they pulled a bunch of black soldiers out and they said, all right, we're gonna try something experimental and we're gonna see if this works. And he was the only soldier that it worked on. He basically went and did everything that Captain Rogers did because he was black. It gave the opposite effect, right? He defied orders and went to go get his comrades, saved each and every one of them. And because he defied orders, he was given pretty much a court martial, experimented on, and sent in prison. This is a tragic backstory in terms of race relations in America. It says a lot because the narrative of Falcon and the Winter Soldier is basically Sam taking up the mantle of Captain America, and Captain America is essentially more than the person. It's the embodiment, should I say, of American values, truth, justice, yada yada yada, etc. So this is a lot going on. Sam has a lot going on, should I say, internally, because he's taking all of this on in a country that really hasn't given much care for black people, and this is a lot. There's a lot going on with this series, and there's multiple layers to it. But the fact that you have Isaiah Bradley, who is basically the black Captain America with no credit, uh, uh, given basically hell from day one, and he becomes Captain America. There's a lot going on to this series.
yeah. What did Isaiah say to Sam in the series? If you want to do that, if you want to, he said something to the effect of, if you want to become Captain America, you're a damn fool. You
I
know,
mean, let's be honest. I mean, what else would you be? You're a black man in America. America's has a strong history of screw you, black man. To this day, there's a ever ever present air of screw you, black man, and you want to be Captain America.
yeah,
So,
What? Well, you know what? My thing is, what wasn't this a good realistic touch? That's how I took it. You know what I'm
absolutely,
saying? It's
absolutely,
realistic. Yeah,
absolutely.
it was a black Captain America first that wasn't really Captain America. The black man did all the same things as you said. They had a total different reaction. Sound like America to me.
well,
Yeah,
so he was the second Captain America, but even still, in the comic books, he was technically the first. But even still, the dynamic here is well, okay. So remember the episode where they went to go actually meet Isaiah Bradley, and what happened? They walked off into the street. You had the Winter Soldier, who is essentially a notorious criminal who's been given a pardon, right?
But he white.
Exactly, but he's a notorious criminal who's been given a pardon, and he's white. And then you have Falcon, or Black Falcon, as they call him in the series, who is a hero with a military service record, no blemishes, who stands for the people. He fought in the damn Infinity War and was kicking ass with no question asked, right? This man is a hero among heroes. And what ended up happening? Hey, what you doing over here, Colored? They came and checked him, and Bucky the criminal, right? Bucky the criminal had to be like, "Hey, listen, I don't know who you think you're talking to, but," and that right there said a whole lot to me, in my opinion, on what the tone of the show was. It's just like regular America. They just have superheroes. Nothing changed.
Hey, I mean, what about the fact that even before that, the guy who was at the bank, who, when he was trying to get along with his sister, the guy at the bank recognized him,
I
wanted to take
remember
a
that.
picture
Yeah.
with him, but still wouldn't give him a loan. One of the things I actually like about the way they're doing these films nowadays, because they're putting a realistic touch to what would be happening if these if these superheroes and supervillains really existed. So the fact that he could not get along, and the fact that a man who was on everybody's most wanted list had to say, "Hey, do y'all know this black guy is the Falcon who actually helped save the world? Do y'all recognize him?" And
Hmm.
yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. It seemed very much in place.
And let me say this, because I'm gonna take it a step further, right? This is a black channel. This is the black dimension, right? The dynamic we're going with in Falcon and the Winter Soldier at the end, where he started speaking to the politicians and told them what's wrong and what's right. I'm gonna say this now. Captain America's gonna have a little bit of a thing for butter biscuits. He might have a weakness for butter biscuits. I'm just gonna say that now.
Nah, I ain't gonna go that far, but I'm just gonna say
Uh,
my thing is I'm not even sure he's accepted as Captain America yet.
yeah, I feel like this film. I feel like this upcoming film is the Captain America 4 is going to touch on a lot of that. Uh, by the way, so I would say I'm not going to be too harsh on him yet. I would say the jury's still out. Ace Thunder 234, what's going on? He said if Sam Wilson pulled a John Walker, you know?
He get locked up. That's what
Yeah,
happened to
pretty
Sam
much.
Wilson. They'll take his bird costume back. you know.
They'll take the shield and everything and lock him up. You know,
Yeah. So
I
I
mean,
I thought it was a great touch myself.
yeah, they let your boy go. They let your boy go though. They say you're
He'd have
lucky.
been he'd have went from Captain America to Captain Hotep if that nigga did pull a John Walker. Believe me, it would have been Dr. Umar Johnson in the role of Red Falcon at that point.
well, my thing was that as the series went on and it told the story that it told, um, I like the fact that the realistic touches make the fantasy work. At least that's how it seems to me. Because at the end of the day, it's all a fantasy world, but those realistic touches put in there. And like I say, I'm not sure he Captain America. It was like one guy that called him Captain America. Like, um,
No, he called himself Captain America. He took on the mantle.
yeah, I'm
He,
saying
he,
an
he
agent, a regular old agent called him Cap one time. So yeah, like that particular agent accepted him as Captain America. But that don't even mean that nobody else. That doesn't mean everybody else or widespreadly he'll even be accepted as Captain America, which I'm sure the MCU will explore that more down the
I,
road. But I'm just saying, is he really Captain America? He to me, he's still the Falcon. He's the Falcon with a different uniform on.
you know
That's
what?
that's how I perceive most people will look at him.
That's quite valid because I feel like that'll come up in the next one where he's making the status. He's claimed himself as Captain America, and a bunch of possible white supremacists and other people and be like, he's not Captain America, he's just Captain Falcon. So I understand, right? But you know, as it's labeled in the MCU as of now, he took on the mantle. He took on the headache, should I say? And I'm very much curious to see how they're going to go with him forward as Captain America and Captain America 4. He's got no powers. If we're going to be honest, he's pretty much getting beat up every time we see him on screen. Uh,
Hey, but you know what though? Him not taking the serum is a homage to the fact that black people have a history of being experimented on, and we're kind of shaky about shooting ourselves up with stuff that is government and experimental.
I'll go with that. But the original Falcon has superpowers.
yeah, but this is different.
Even if
This
it
is a
was
different.
talking to birds, he had a superpower. He could at least have some owls come and mess you up.
Well, this is a different universe, brother, and to me, it's very realistic what's going on. As far as this is concerned, we got the guy who had literally been locked up, saving the guy who's going to be the new Captain America from a police beating. You know what I'm saying? The murderer saved the black guy, the regular normal hero black guy from the police beat. Man, this is excellent work if you ask me, brother. Because it don't get no realer than that.
Yeah, yeah, and I should have said spoiler warning at the beginning of this. I'll put it in the description. But I guess that unfortunately the black guy quota was already met, so Lamar was only around for a few episodes, but he ended up being a plot device for John Walker stepping over the line and getting blood on Steve Rogers' shield. Which was a very famous scene. Yeah, I mean, it was very impactful in the way that Steve Rogers never resorted to any of that. You know,
Right. He had the pride of America on his back, so he was always with the upper hand. And I do want to mention, Battlestar was a part of a team that was all black, and they had the super soldiers there.
Okay, and but you know what though, I'm gonna say this from a person enjoying the series. Now I thought Hoskins got took out a little quick. I was like, okay, it's gonna be part of the plot, but I thought it happened a little quick. Look, it just my. But I was like, okay, well, there's only so many episodes, so I guess. So once I get past that fact, now the next Captain America killing in front of basically in front of the world because camera phones and all this type. The next Captain America just offing somebody seemed cool to me. Why? Because he's a white guy. You know what I'm saying? Why not? Wouldn't a Captain America who's replacing Steve Rogers, regardless of who he is, but just the fact that he's another white guy, wouldn't he feel emboldened to be able to do what he wanted to do? That seems reasonable to me.
Well, yeah, the reality of that would have been Fox News pushing, well, he's a criminal, he's a terrorist. Why shouldn't have Captain America do that? And then you would have had CNBC doing the others, and it would have been a swayed thing. But I think for movie purposes, they had to push it in a certain direction to kind of just push the mantle on. Otherwise, I don't think it would have gone anywhere. I did like if it was actual reality, that Captain America killing somebody in cold blood on multiple news feeds, etc., wouldn't have been that bad at
yeah,
all.
but it was in it, John Walker. It was also in line with his character in the comic book because John Walker is basically an ass anyway. You know, one thing that the internet and social media did point out was the fact that when Steve Rogers was Captain America, he introduced himself as Steve Rogers. When John Walker's Captain America, he introduces himself as Captain America.
Again, just me, just me looking from the outside looking in. The next white guy would take it to the next level. That seems very reasonable to me.
All right, now Sam's sister Sarah. What did you guys think of her?
Oh God, I'm not doing it. Nope. I'm
Okay,
nope, not doing it.
yeah. Sarah is the widowed single mother sister of just for clarity purposes of Sam Wilson. Very straightforward, surly. Um, I didn't like the fact that she was boasting about taking care of everything while Sam was gone, and it's like, okay, he was a pile of dust. It's like if anything, you didn't really have. Thanks for holding it down, but so cut that shit out. But Sarah was a okay character. She really was. Is they okay? I do have a couple issues with her, but Donnie, I'm gonna let you go.
No, Donnie got disconnected, but she at the end of the day she was broken, struggling. Again, realism. You know, realism. So um, I didn't really have an issue. I mean, to me it was almost like an unnecessary character, but you can explain some things. I'm wondering how they're gonna use this character later on in the future because I'm assuming she's gonna come up later. That's I don't I'm just taking a wild guess, but you know it is what it is. But so far to me it was almost an unnecessary character. But I do
Uh,
have faith in their storytelling and where they're gonna go with things.
Oh, so y'all gonna make me the asshole with a bunch, huh?
no, I'll go ahead and see. Here's my issue with Sarah. Uh, she's kind of a typical BW. They made her into that. Very, very not smiley, very mean to other blacks, very authoritative toward black men, and even her brother in the beginning, where she hit him. And that's not cool, because if the gentleman that he is, and the way he tries to save the day for her, he wouldn't hit her now, would he? And the thing is, it the, the most positive you've seen her is when she met Bucky. So Donnie, take it away. Did he get disconnected again?
Nah, he's there. He's there. But some holding him up. But I'm just gonna say again, to me, an unnecessary character. She really didn't move the story along. I mean, they touched on the one thing where the organization was threatening her. What was the name of the organization? One World.
No, the Flag Smashers.
Yeah, Flag Smash. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they used her to threaten him, but I mean, outside of that one specific point, she was kind of an unnecessary character. So my thing is like, where are they gonna go with her in the future? Is she gonna be around in the future? Because there was no point in her being there. If you ask me, it's not really. There really wasn't a point in her being there like that.
My bad. I had to drop off for a second. Um, her character, you said it right. She was a stereotype. She was a quote unquote strong black woman with two kids, no father around, no mention of a father, no he died in an accident, no he ran off and was a loser. Just period, point blank, no father around. I, I've been struggling. I've been doing all this without you, and all. Um, my thing is with that character, it was made to fill in a blank. She could have been a productive wife. She could have been a productive this, that, and the third, but instead she lived on this small ranch with the boat and everything else that was dependent on Sam. And she was talking crazy to a man who fought Thanos. A man who fought Thanos, you swing on him. Let's be honest. If you knew somebody saved the world, would you really swing on him? There was a lot with
Eh,
this character. Most of it was just an embarrassment,
well, I'm gonna say the
especially when
fact
she
that
saw
this was,
Bucky and went to smiling.
but the fact that this was his sister, you gonna look at your sister as your sister. Your brother gonna look at you as your brother. Uh, yeah, yeah, that would have happened. I don't care. If a black man come back from saving the world versus Thanos with the team, is his sister gonna hit him? Yeah.
Listen, I'd have cussed my sister. Listen, I picked my sister up from being on the side of the road. Nigga, you better not have an attitude with me. You better not
Man,
have. I'd have picked you up on
look
the side of
at
the road. Let me save the universe.
that whole Thanos fight over. That's old. That's old news. That's old news now. And don't be bringing it back up. That's what they gonna tell you.
Yeah.
That's old now.
We ain't
Have
talking
you
about that.
saved
We
me
talking about
lately?
this.
Have you saved my life lately?
Hey, and speaking of strong black women, the Dora Milaje. What the Dora Milaje wants, the Dora Milaje gets. We had several returning characters. We had the returning which wasn't very significant. He was just kind of a fill-in. George's Batroc, Captain America enemy from the comic, played by Georges St. Pierre. Uh,
That's
we
wrong.
had Agent 13, Sharon Carter return, and who might be a scroll, but we I don't know just yet.
Man,
We
Well,
there's no real indication of that, in my
she's
opinion.
not a
and we
scroll, but
also
she was Mockingbird, so that was interesting for her to be power broker. But go ahead.
Yeah, and we also had returning the Dora Milaje from Wakanda. And like I said, what the Dora Milaje wants, the Dora Milaje gets. They break Baron Zemo out of prison just to help them with finding the Flag Smasher, Carly. Correct. And let me tell you something about Carly's character. I didn't like Carly too much. I'll get into that in just a second. But the what's her character? I feel bad. What's her character's name? But
Traffic mulatto number one.
okay. Well, the totally black chick. But
No,
I'm talking
Carly.
about
Carly's
no,
character.
no. I'm not talking about the flag smasher. I'm talking about the Dora Milaje member. Standing right there. She
Oh
went because she first showed up in Civil War. Was it Civil War? Or was it yeah, it was Civil War.
Yeah, that was Captain America Civil War.
Yeah, yeah, because she was like, "Move or you will be moved." Her.
Yep.
Yeah, she was pretty badass, and she was the one that, as told in the series, that helped deprogram Bucky from Zemo's mind fuck, I would say. And Zemo ended up at the end of all of it going with the Dora Milaje. So
Io. Her name was Io.
Io, okay, Io, yeah. So she should be very important to the next Black Panther film, which I'm really interested to see how they're going to pull that off without Chadwick Boseman. Are they going to replace the actor? Are they going to insert a new Black Panther? Will Shuri take up the mantle? We shall see. But Dora Milaje, Io, yeah, when they got into the little skirmish with Captain America, that the way she disconnected that arm, that was really really slick. They put a fail safe in just in case. I guess the deprogramming didn't work, but I thought that was a pretty cool scene.
That was cool. Black folks, we think
Yeah,
of everything.
Yes.
it, that's like it just really just went to show that even though that they had the Winter Soldier and you had Captain America and you have now U.S. Agent John Walker and all of the Flag Smashers, the reality is Wakanda is that much superior in terms of ability, techniques, etc. Remember, watch any Captain America, watch any Avengers movie, and you look and do a comparison between Black Panther and Captain America. Remember, Captain America, chemical version. They injected that man. They did a whole bunch of stuff, right? Flag smashers. Everybody else is going to follow down that vein in some way, shape, or form off the Weapon X program. Black Panther, that nigga inhaled a flower. And every time you see them on screen, if they're running, doing something, Black Panther is way in the lead. He's way out in front of that man. And it's not even a comparison in terms of ability and strength. So if Melage is whooping ass and you know Black Panther can whoop all over Melage, what you've seen, oh yeah, that says a lot.
Yeah, Killmonger was able to beat the Dora Milaje. Um, But what I was saying about Carly, I thought Carly was a bit of a coward using innocent people to, try to, get away from, Sam and Bucky, and just basically, the Flag Smashers were they wanted things to go back to the way they were during the blip, because what happened was during the blip, a lot of people moved into a lot of empty homes, moved into a lot of positions that they originally did not belong to them, and when everyone came back, they had to set things to the way they were. So a lot of people were getting kicked out of homes, a lot of people were getting kicked out of their livelihoods, and the Flag Smashers is a anti-government organization in response to that which had happened. But Carly was I don't know. She was a bit of a fighter. She was vicious at times, but she was a bit of a coward to me as well. Carly also killed Lamar, by the way. Punching him in the chest when he hit that pillar. That was it. So no more Battlestar.
Well, my thing is, from a political side, what was they supposed to do? The people was missing for 5 years. You gonna move on. That's how it works. I mean, even I believe the law states if you go missing for 5 years, they automatically declare you dead. So what were they so upset about? I mean, I get it from a personal standpoint of view. you were building something and you had something, and then you lost your possessions. I get you being personally mad about whatever you lost, but if you know if you went missing, you got a business. Your business should have went to your brother or your son or somebody. Somebody should have been left. Go get your
Yeah.
stuff back. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, if you can't get your stuff back from your people, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, but the the Flag Smashers was just a plot point, of conflict for the series. You can't really bring in some big budget special effect villain just yet. So it was just I felt like the Flag Smashers was just a I don't know a budgeted character element because
No,
you did,
I thought it was. I thought it fit well. I thought it fit well, but because yeah, I mean, even though I
yeah,
mean,
with
just like
great
right
writing,
now,
yeah.
yeah, because even with like the pandemic situation, which nobody could have really thought that up, you're gonna have somebody who's flag smasher ish who gonna be upset about people who lose certain things due to the pandemic and all that. So yeah, it's always gonna be some mad folks out there mad about something. But so I thought it was a good piece of writing to throw them in there without really having another some type of superhuman focal point as a big bad. I thought it was a good piece of writing, honestly.
Yeah.
I am curious the direction that they're going to go because if we're going to be honest, Sam Wilson is Captain America, but he's a B level hero. He's a B
Is
level
he
hero
though?
with he is
Is
he
he
is he
really?
is he's a B level hero
Yeah,
with
yeah,
A level friends.
yeah. That is kind of true.
He's a, he's a B level hero with A level friends. That's what it boils down to, right?
And also let me mention this. This is also like was also viewed as tokenization when they made Sam Wilson Captain America in the comics.
Yeah,
There was a lot of racist backlash, which I like seeing racist triggered, so I didn't mind the character so much. But was this no more than tokenization of Captain America, making Sam the Captain? I don't really think so.
no,
Just based on the fact that there was a black Captain America before, so it's
it,
not.
it, it wasn't tokenization. It was just
What
them moving
is he
on to a
really
different
Captain
frame.
America though?
He in the comics was actually legitimately Captain America for quite a while, right? They had a whole arc where they even made Steve Rogers into a Hydra agent, and he tried to come back and low key take the mantle away from him, and he couldn't do it. So I would give him Captain America status, but again, he's the second iteration, so he's the B level Captain America.
He the fake Captain America.
I wouldn't say the fake. I would just say B level.
No, I'm saying this because from a standpoint, if this was in real life, you know what I'm saying? Like, who deemed him Captain America? Like, is this really gonna be accepted around the world? I mean, it kind of remains to be seen. But I'm kind of displaying the attitude that I believe he would come up against. Is that really Captain America though? Is he really?
But that
He gonna have to
he
be.
is the same thing where you see somebody taking over the mantle of anything else, right? Remember, we had KFC White O the Colonel for years, and then they stuck a new Colonel. You like, who the hell is this? Who is this white man playing the Colonel? This ain't who it is. You can't like if they imagine if they replaced the Popeyes chicken lady, you'd be upset.
Love
I
that
mean, but
chicken
you
from
replacing.
Popeyes.
Well, I'm just saying. This is what I'm saying. In this universe, you are replacing a beloved blonde haired, blue eyed white man that
Fair
sacrificed
enough.
himself for not even just the world, but for the universe. And he went out an absolute hero. Because that's what everybody know. He went missing after after everything's been saved from Thanos. And guess what y'all give us now? You give us some black guy trying to be Captain America? Is he really Captain America? Yeah, so I
He
just
can't,
I don't know if they're
he
gonna
can't
play
even
with that or
talk to
not, but
birds.
Hey,
well, I'm
that
saying
that
I don't know if they're gonna play with this in the future, but to me, it just seems realistic that you're gonna have at least half the planet not trying to accept him as Captain America. That's just the way I view it.
Well, the reality of how they set up the series is they brought in Isaiah Bradley. Isaiah Bradley has been around for. years in other roles, right? As the actual movie star. If I remember correctly, he was the first actual black superhero that was legitimately on TV. He was the Mask. The or not, I'm sorry, not the Mask, the Mantis. Do you remember the Mantis?
You talking about the guy that played
Yes,
him?
yes.
Yeah, yeah. So
Carl Lumley. Carl
there,
Lumley.
Hmm.
That's his
there
name.
you go. So he was out here doing things back in the day. But they set it up to where, so if you know anything about the comic book universe and everything else, Isaiah Bradley was the OG Captain America, and they pretty much pushed him under the rug. But he had a grandson, which is who we saw in the series, who became Patriot, if I'm not mistaken. And Patriot starts off with the Young Avengers running around. He was able to fly on a shield, and his claim to fame was he inherited the super soldier genes from his grandfather. The reality was he didn't actually get it. Something happened, and then he had to have a blood transfusion, which actually gave him the super soldier genes from his grandfather. Uh, so I think that the Marvel Universe has set that up because we are talking about and hearing a young Justice universe or a young Avengers universe. These TV shows are not meant to be uh, like the movies where they just kind of push a story along. These TV shows are meant to set up an entire universe and paint a picture that was supposed to have done with Coulson and the Agents of Shield, and they've done a phenomenal job at this point. So I think the next
But
movie
slow
is
down
going to
there.
set up, huh?
Slow down there. You gotta keep in mind there's no definite that Agents of Shield, any of the Netflix shows are even included in the MCU because
No, no,
Kevin
no,
Feige
no.
did not have
That's
control over
why
that.
I said it's
What
supposed to do, or it's supposed to do what it was supposed to do. Right? So this version of Kevin Feige is the head of this. They're doing what Netflix and Agents of Shield is supposed to on Plus with this platform. It set up the next phase of the Marvel universe. If you look at WandaVision, if you look at Loki, and you look at Falcon and Winter Soldier, you can pretty much, and I'll say it now, I will predict at least four major plot devices from these TV shows.
Boy, Donnie,
look,
Donnie, you done borg all the way
yeah,
down, man.
yeah.
Oh,
What
okay,
what
so
this
basically, what
is
I'm
my
saying
thing.
is,
Well, I'm saying this is my thing. A lot of stuff happens in comics, but it ain't necessarily going to be part of this universe. Right now, everything's in speculation, and even because I see a lot of people speculating about the Young Visions and all that type of stuff. But in this world, in this current world, Isaiah Bradley's a nobody. He did. They put a monument up to him in the museum wherever they're holding Captain America stuff, but that just happened. So he's a nobody in this universe. Nobody, most folks don't even know the dude ever even existed. See what I'm saying? What could happen with his grandson might happen, may not happen. All remains to be seen. But he's still a nobody in this particular universe. No one's gonna make a big deal out of Isaiah Bradley because he's old news at this point.
I,
Yeah, they might
so
say in history, but he old news. So that's what I'm saying. I don't even see this world even accepting this new Captain America like that, especially when you say once they figure out he ain't even got no powers, he ain't got no super soldier strength, or none of the other stuff that made the other Captain America no great. So there's plenty of reasons for them to reject this dude. There's plenty of reasons.
okay, so let me do this. All right. So the TV show, as I said before, was to set up what's going on in the universe, right, or to push forward, right? So we've already done WandaVision. WandaVision is going to set up the multiverse of madness. It's going to set up the Spider-Man movie. That's what WandaVision is going to do. Then you have the flip side, the more stable side of
Well,
the
wait, you
universe.
talking about the Doctor Strange movies would have set that up. Oh, at least that's what's speculated because WandaVision didn't really set any of that up.
WandaVision set it up because of the book. And if you look at the end of WandaVision where she's meditating, she's reading a book, but there's also another person or another version of Wanda walking into a room. That was Wanda in another multiverse. But that's we can get into that on another day, another conversation. But if you look at what Falcon and the Winter Soldier was. You acknowledged that there's an Isaiah Bradley. Yeah, he's not going to be acknowledged in the actual whole DC universe, but being that Isaiah Bradley was there and he has a son, you've given way to Patriot. You've also given a mentor to Falcon in the aspect that he also has the super soldier serum. He's fought for the country. He knows everything. This is an older black man. He's going to go talk to him. Isaiah Bradley's not done. The TV show is not going to be the end of Isaiah Bradley. You have Bucky going back and forth with Wakanda and Vimo or whatever dude's name is, right? And the White Wolf, you set up U.S. Agent. There's a whole line of stories that can be set from these that are going to push into the Winter Soldier or into the Captain America movie and the universe expanding onwards from there.
No, I mean true, but Bucky gonna end up becoming Captain America because people gonna find out that the Falcon ain't got no powers, and
I,
he gonna get demoted.
I am curious how they're going to do that because Bucky in the comics was Captain America, right? And White Wolf was not Winter Soldier. So what are you going to do with this character? How are you going to explain away the White Wolf presence? Are you just going to keep pushing forward? Are you going to kill him off? What are you going to do to rectify this White Wolf situation? Because it's not like it was in the comics, and he's not going to put on the White Wolf suit and start fighting crime. I just don't see it.
No, I mean I don't think that's gonna happen. I think this series was very good. I'm not saying it ain't good because I did actually enjoy the series very much. Um, I like I said, I don't have all the expectations of stuff because I didn't read about all this in the comic books. So I'm just going off what they showing me, and what they showing me right now is you got a black man who's trying to take over as Captain America. Will he truly even be accepted? Don't really know. Is the government going to truly accept the man as Captain America? Still don't really know. So, and then with the fact that how much, you know what I'm saying, like what's going to be the control center? Because, they don't have they don't have the base where Tony set up for him right now, at least not that we know of. Are the Avengers getting together at any particular point now? Because everybody's kind of solo at this particular point. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what these folks are. They're not meeting up or whatever. So is it going to be great peril that brings them all back together, whatever case is, which is what I'm kind of thinking. So I do see Sam working with the government to a certain degree. So yeah, I mean, if the government will endorse him and put that stamp on him and say he is Captain America, then we got something. But if that don't happen, you go in a total different direction. So, I'm thinking maybe the next Captain America movie, because I've heard rumors of a Captain America 4 that will star Anthony Mackie. I've heard rumors of it.
No,
That might be a movie.
that's for sure.
Well, I'm not saying it's true. I just said I heard rumors of it. I'm just saying
Yeah,
that
yeah,
might
no,
be a whole.
Marvel put it out that that's for, and you're right. It's very much a dynamic of the government, and even in the comics, if you look at the comic books, he announced himself as Captain America at the discretion of the OG Steve Rogers, right? But the U.S. government was like, "Fuck, you got this. You got him as we didn't sign off of this," and they even try to use U.S. agent at one point to take away the shield from him. The government was not in the slightest amused with a black or red Falcon Captain America. They just weren't. So I can't see the movie being any different.
Well, that's what I was going to say. The Captain America 4 may just be about him even being accepted as Captain America, or maybe not. Maybe it's an argued point, but maybe they don't solve it by the end of the movie. Who knows? But I'm just saying, from a realistic standpoint, this dude got no superpowers. You don't have the base that Tony set up, right? At least not that we know of right now. The Avengers are all split apart right now. The series was good. U.S. agent is approved by the government because you know what I'm saying. They gave the U.S. agent the new suit where he black, and
No,
so
so technically the government is not behind U.S. agent. It's another entity, but that's another. Go ahead.
But what I'm saying, but in this universe is still government enforced.
No, 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 no. So you remember when the lady came in and she handed the card? She said, "I'm Val. Don't call me Val." And she handed him a card, and the card was blank.
No, I get that, but did they clearly say that she's not part of a a U.S. government body?
So technically, she's Lady Hydra, uh, but no,
No,
she's
I get that, but even Hydra was entangled with the government in this universe because
very
the
true.
I mean, yeah. So my thing is, you got a government stamp U.S. agent, as far as I know. It's a government stamp of approval on this U.S. agent who now has a super soldier serum that's ready to do the government's bidding. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of directions you can go in. The series, you know what I'm saying? It set up a lot of great things that could happen. You know what I'm saying? That's why I enjoyed it. I think the John Walker Captain America to me was a great evolution of Captain America, going from Steve Rogers to the next white guy, and the next white guy going ahead and using the shield of defense to offer dude. All this makes total sense to me. Because if this was if this was able to happen in real life, this how I see it happening, man. The government gonna stick to the side of white folks. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to say nothing about white folks, but I'm just saying that's how things kind of go in America. The next Captain America will feel bold enough to take somebody's head off if he want to, and he'll just be accepted.
Yeah,
You
one
know,
look, one picture, one shot made everybody hate this guy. It was this one shot right here.
he look like a smug Captain America, don't he?
Yeah. That one shot right there made like it melted the internet because it was, and it really is a testament to the character of Steve Rogers because everybody was thinking there's no fucking way this guy is the new Captain America. No way. Not because they were expecting Sam to be Captain America. It was because this guy, they felt like he was a bad follow up to Steve Rogers, and he kind of was. So
Well, you know what? My personal feeling though, because I'm looking at how the universe is structured. Um, if I lose my Steve Rogers as part of the American body of people, if we lose our Steve Rogers, we ain't finna replace him with the black guy. The man ain't even got no super soldier serum. He ain't even got that. He got some wings. That's it.
yeah. This Captain America right here, he's gonna have to be quick, agile as fuck, very crafty with the shield. He's gonna have to have a perfect mind and one with his body because he's using peak human condition and not a super soldier serum. So, and that's probably like with the baddies they got coming up, it's probably not going to work very long. So,
Well, I think he gonna end up being a great strategist because if he's gonna lead the next group of people or whatever, because he's gonna lead somebody. I'm pretty sure they're gonna give him some type of team like Captain America had a team in the beginning. You know, Steve Rogers when from the first Captain America the Captain America the first Avenger. You know, Captain America led a team, so I'm sure he will get a team if he's accepted as Captain America, because that's all in question to me. To me, the series was a great series. They did a great thing of weaving all these different stories together and opening up to a lot of different storylines. But to me, it's not even clear that he's Captain America, which I think was actually a good touch. That's just me.
Well, like I said before, he's a B level hero with A level friends. So his leadership is supposed to be always A level, but his skills, everything else, is just B level. That's just what it is. So his next movie, with the exception of the first Captain America movie, right? There was no other superheroes, quote unquote, in the film. Captain America 2, superheroes. Captain America 3, superheroes. Captain America 4, gonna be superheroes. He's gonna get back up. So his whole thing is gonna be leadership and everything else. Um, I can't see him leading a legitimate Avengers team. We don't even really have Avengers like we did now. Who's left? We got Thor. They're supposed to bring Blade in. They're supposed to bring Shang-Chi in. I don't see these people meshing like that. So they're going to have some kind of event where they probably, if they Fantastic Four, they have Reed Richards run it. So we'll see where it goes. I'm just curious to see the next movie. I'm sure what's going to
Well, yeah, I'm definitely excited to see where it goes as well.
Well, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier definitely is a great continuation of the MCU, especially for the people who decided to subscribe to Disney Plus, because it is one of the shows that is satiating our hunger for more MCU. And right now, the Loki weekly show is airing right now, and Loki is all right. I'm interested in seeing where it goes. So anyway, final thoughts, fellas.
My final thoughts is I thought the series was great. I'm looking for them to do more of these television shows. I'm definitely looking forward to all of it. Um, and I'm really interested to see where it's all gonna go. And to me, it'll be a nice thing that now that you can't interweave the TV shows with the actual movies. That's a nice touch, in my opinion, from an entertainment standpoint. And again, I do love the fact that you have characters, even though they may have a small or big part that they can be used later on somewhere in the future, and it makes sense because it gives you more of that real world feel. So I dig it all. I'm excited, but I'm a big MCU fan, so it is what it is, and I've been one since Iron Man 1.
Let me say this. So we're going to be doing the Fast Nine review coming up soon. Yeah, we've seen it. You got to check out our review on it. I'm fairly certain it's going to be hilarious. There is going to be an extreme spoiler warning because no, it's not come out yet. You're probably looking like, what is coming? No, it's not come out yet. So it's going to be an extreme spoiler warning on it. But we do want to jump on it first. We do want to let you know that we are out there and we get the views. Soon, the Black Dimension will blow up. We'll be into big things. So, that being said, Showcase is going to be us giving you a early preview, which we may or may not get in trouble for, of Fast Nine, on whether, buy, bomb, or bootleg. So, yeah, Donnie out.
All right. Like I said, I like all these MCU shows. I like the fact that they got big budget effects and they are interwoven with the movies. So it's kind of like you got to keep up with all of it right now. And Falcon and the Winter Soldier, great job. So just was okay. Final question: which one was better, WandaVision or Falcon and Winter Soldier?
I still go with Falcon and the Winter
Captain
Soldier.
America
I
and
like
Winter
them.
Soldier.
Captain America. Oh
It
yeah,
is now Captain America and the Winter
Uh,
Soldier.
I'm gonna go with Falcon and the Winter Soldier was better, but I like those characters more. I mean, real talk.
yeah. Okay. Well, I think all of it's brilliant, and it's interesting where to see the future of the MCU. So, okay, that is our discussion on Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Great Disney Plus series, and looking forward to more in the future. So, on behalf of Roger and Donnie, this is Kev, and you've been sucked into the Black Dimension. Good luck seeing your way out.